I am so excited to share this video with you guys because I am doing a viral TikTok 8-step to a clean house fast challenge, which is perfect for people who are easily distracted, like me. We're going to be doing heaps of decluttering, cleaning, getting organized. We're going to be doing some deep cleaning, and we have to do it in time for my son's 13th birthday, which is just a couple of days away. He's having a sleepover, and I really want to make sure that the house is nice and clean and tidy for him. But oh my gosh, I've got so much to do, so stick with me. But first, we're going to have a look around and see what we are dealing with today. Oh my goodness. This actually isn't too bad for my house, but it's still pretty bad. I've really been focusing on doing decluttering projects lately. So when that happens, unfortunately, the house kind of goes downhill in terms of just the general tidying. But seriously, you guys, this could be like half a day's mess. It really could be. Like, it just goes downhill so quickly. It's definitely partly my fault because I'm just not someone who's good at like picking up behind myself and organizing. I don't know, like my brain is just different. I'm so easily distracted. I have such a hard time focusing like normal people do. And seriously, like if you ask somebody who I used to work with, they will tell you that. They will tell you like something's a bit up with my brain. Oh my goodness, the office. Oh, the bathroom. Oh. I don't know why I'm making those sounds. Just, I don't know. But seriously, you guys, so much clutter. So let me tell you what we're doing. I found online, I saw this viral TikTok of an 8-step plan to a clean house fast. And I really wanted to try it. And then I realized this is actually the perfect little plan for someone who is like ADHD or easily distracted, needs to get their house cleaned fast. So we're going to start with doing a load of laundry. That is step number 1. However, I've already done my laundry. So instead, I'm going to fold my laundry and put it away like a good little girl. So if you are new here, hi, welcome. It is lovely to make your acquaintance. And if you are a regular viewer, welcome back. This is Ren Plus Us. My name is Amy. I make weekly homemaking, motherhood, cleaning, those sorts of videos here on YouTube. So if that's something that you are interested in, you might like to consider hitting that subscribe button, but no pressure. And you guys make sure that you stay until the end of this video because you'll be able to see some of the before and afters that I managed to get. And it was hard, I tell you. It was really hard to get any before and afters because when you've got little kids and you're trying to clean, like it's like, I think someone said to me in the comments, it's like trying to plow snow while it's snowing. Someone had a really, really good comment anyway. But here we go. We're finally getting to see some of the table. So as I said, my name's Amy. I live here in Tasmania with my 3 beautiful children. But before I tell you about them, let's go on to step 2, pick up the trash. So we're going to go around the whole house. We're not going to stop. We're not going to get distracted by anything. We're not going to look at our phone. We're not going to look at the computer and check our YouTube analytics. We are going to focus and we are going to pick up that bag, that trash bag, go around the house and just anything that's trash, chuck it right in there. Don't think too hard about it. Don't overthink it. Whatever you do, no matter what, do not sit down. Unless you're like, I don't know, having a heart attack or something, then sit down. But besides that, just keep on going. If you're someone like me who's easily distracted, you know that it's so easy just to get fixated on something, which is weird, I know, if you're distracted, but I tend to get fixated on one tiny thing instead of like doing the whole bigger picture. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get 2 baskets. So these could be laundry baskets. For one, we're going to put all the dirty laundry around the house in one basket, and the other basket, we're going to put those random like little cluttered items that need to go away in the other basket. Again, we're not going to overthink this. We're not going to do like the sniff test on a shirt. We're not going to worry about the clutter, like where it needs to go, but we're just going to chuck it in these two baskets as fast as we can.
You can write all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday.
So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by step 2, my name is Amy. I live here in Tasmania in the countryside with my 3 children. My eldest is just about to turn 13. And then I've also got a boy who is 3 and a little girl who is nearly 2. Her name's Harriet. My little boy, his name is Ren. He's sort of the namesake, I suppose, of this channel. So as you can see, my house is super cluttered. And I do get asked, I have been asked, are you embarrassed showing your house in this state on YouTube? And honestly, I'm not. Like, so many people's houses look like this. And really my mission in life is to make people feel seen, heard, understood, not alone. And so many people feel like their house is the only house like this. I want people to watch this channel and feel good. And even if that means that you're watching me because your house is a bit cleaner, so watching my house actually makes you feel better about your house, that's totally fine. Or maybe your house is a bit messier than mine, and that's fine as well. There's no room in my life for like guilt or self-consciousness about the mess or judgment. Just chuck all that out. Put that in the bag. Put that in the bag and chuck it out. We don't need that. We don't need the negative vibes here. We're all about the supportive, good vibes. And I have to say, I have the absolute best community ever on YouTube. Like, you guys are amazing. You are so supportive. You give the best advice. I absolutely love hearing all your stories. I love hearing your life stories. I love hearing about your kids. I love hearing about where you come from, how old you are, all those things. And I'm so sorry. I know it does take me a while to reply to comments. I'm getting through them. I really, really am. I know there's someone who said that they were from Hobart and somehow your message disappeared, and I'm so sorry, but hi back. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the bed and put everything away. So anything that you've collected in that basket, send it off to the room it belongs. You don't have to put it back in the exact place. This is just a quick tidy, a quick clean. And this is to keep us moving and stop us getting distracted. We're not trying to find a home for every little thing. Just, put it in that room somewhere. If it's a toy, put it in the toy box. If it's goes in the bedroom, put it in the bedroom. If it's clothing, chuck it in the drawer. Don't overthink it. Just do it. So I thought that a fun thing to do, because so many of you guys have got just the best tips and advice for getting a house tidy, keeping your house tidy. I know some of you are older than me and you've got a bit more life experience. I would love to try to make videos of your cleaning routines and your tips and what has worked for you, and we'll try them. I'll pick one maybe every couple of weeks, every month or something like that, and we'll give it a go. And yeah, see who it works for. I think it's really good to be able to showcase different like cleaning routines and different techniques to see what works, because different things will work for different people. And sometimes one cleaning routine might work for you some days and not other days. Like, we need to be flexible just based on our, based on our mood and what's going on in life. So as you can see, I'm cleaning the table again, because by the time I got around to this stage, it's like the next day, I think towards the afternoon, and so the place was a mess again, or maybe it was even the day after that. So I'm having to re-clean the table. And something I noticed was I wasn't a huge fan of putting the clutter into the basket because it stayed in there for a while. It was just like an extra little thing that I had to deal with that was on my mind. I much prefer just to put stuff away as I'm going. Also, because my house is a bit smaller, I don't have to worry so much about, walking a long way to put something away, which is actually pretty handy. But yeah, if you've got a big house, if you've got an upstairs, or maybe you've got a chronic illness or a disability that makes it hard to get around, definitely the little basket trick can work.
Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
So if you do have a cleaning routine, or you do have some tips and tricks, I know that some of you guys have already given me some, and I have saved those. So thank you so much, and I will put them in a video soon. But if you do have something that you want to share, a routine, let me know in the comments. Sorry, I have a cough. And yeah, and we'll go ahead and try to do it.
I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit.
So step 5 is the dishes. The never-ending dishes. And I'm sorry if you can hear some random music in the background. My little kids are playing our keyboard that I so wisely put in the hallway for them to use. They're not doing too badly, actually. So I don't know if you guys find this as well, but for me, I'm so busy that anything, even like a small little party or sleepover, and Johnny wasn't even having really a party, just a little sleepover, but just baking a cake or wrapping a couple of presents just seems so difficult and overwhelming. But at the same time, I know that I am so freaking blessed to have these 3 beautiful children. One who has made it to 13 and is like the best kid ever. So the next step, step 7, is the bathroom. So this was really good timing because the little kids usually take showers. My little boy is just, I don't know, he's been really funny about having baths, but they decided that they wanted to have a bath today. So perfect timing. I got to clean the tub out for them and give them a nice warm bath. And one of my little tricks is while they're in the bath, having a bath, which hasn't happened for a while, so I'm really glad it's happening now, is to give the bathroom a clean. Obviously they're little, I have to be in there with them while they're having a bath, so just giving the place a quick clean while they're in there works really well. And you're seeing me go off screen, but don't worry, I'm actually not leaving the bathroom, just my cleaning supplies are by the door there. So yeah, obviously always keep an eye on your kids when they're in the bath.
I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope
One of the things that I find really helps me with cleaning is just sort of meditating on how lucky I am to have a house, and to have a house that I own, not outright, don't get me wrong, but to have a house that, you know, is mine, that I can do what I want with to an extent. You know, so many people in the world don't have that, don't have freedom either. You know, they're stuck in a refugee camp or in a slum or in a tent on the street. Like, I am so lucky and so fortunate and so blessed to have this beautiful new roof over my head. And so I am going to darn well take care of it. So our next step, what step are we up to? Step 8, the final step, is we're going to sweep, vacuum, and mop. Now, there was a step that I missed. I believe it was step 7, and it was to do the glass and dust. And I did not do the glass and I did not dust. I'm sorry. I failed on that one. That's not true. I did a quick dust. I dusted like one thing, like maybe 3 things. I dusted 3 things. So as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff around and I have been working on it. I have been doing a lot of decluttering, but the reality is, oh, here we go. I'm making a birthday cake. See how easily distracted I am? Yeah, I'm taking a crack at a birthday cake. I'm not the best cake maker, but I am trying to improve. Check me out. I'm using one of those little like paddle things. Total pro. Total pro. You know, houses can get messy for so many reasons. Like, sometimes our schedules are just so hectically insane. Sometimes we've got little kids that just love to chuck things around. Sometimes we've got, you know, neurodivergent brains or an illness, a sickness. There's so many reasons why our houses can get a bit out of control. What was my point? I had a point. That's right. And I think one of the reasons why my house gets out of control is because I do have a lot of stuff and I have a really hard time, or at least I used to have a really hard time throwing things out. And this started, I've been that way since I was a little kid. Like, I remember being about maybe 6 or 7. And my mum asked if I wanted to donate some old colouring books to the children's hospital because my friend, who was a little girl, was going through leukemia at the time. Yay! Cake success. And yeah, I wanted to donate some old colouring books I had. You know, so kids had something to colour. So I gave them to my mum. Here you go. Take them away. And that night I woke up like in just a huge panic that I needed these colouring books back. I couldn't part with them. I totally freaked out. I like screamed and screamed and screamed until my mum called our friend and got them back. And to this day I feel terrible about it. Like, I was just a little kid, but yeah, just that, like, I don't know, intense need and fear of giving something up. It's weird. Some people just have that. I'm definitely better now. I'm getting better and better all the time. At times, I actually just want to put all my stuff in a giant pile and just burn it to the ground. Like, yeah. The more things you have, the more work is involved. And I think, sometimes I do envy people who have less, who live in countries where they have less. It's like more things, more problems, Things take away problems to an extent. I feel like it's that movie, if you've ever seen The Gods Must Be Crazy, where they find this tribe who hadn't really been contacted by people. I'm trying to remember the movie. I'm sorry if I've got the plot wrong, but my memory was a tribe that wasn't really contacted by people, and they got a Coke bottle somehow, and it sort of turned their whole world upside down in all these different ways. It was a cool movie. I'm sure it's probably quite inappropriate these days. But at the time it was a cool movie. So even though we've finished our little 8-step clean, the house is still a mess and I've still got stuff I got to do. So I'm taking you along the journey of finishing up doing some more deep cleaning. And I also just want to show you guys that you can clean and it won't stay clean for long. Like, it's a constant battle when you've got little kids, a larger family, and you've got my brain. It's just harder. But I am trying. And thank you guys so much for all your beautiful, encouraging comments. I can't tell you how much they help me. Like, you guys are so lovely and so sweet and so kind. And I am so grateful to have you all along on this journey with me. So these are the little spice things, little spice holders you see there, little silver guys. I did a kitchen cabinet declutter and organize, and they came out of there. If you want to see that, people seem to really like that video. I will leave a link here if I remember. Check it out. Now moving on to my kitchen floors, and I find that under this little play kitchen just gets so messy and gross. Like, the kids like to stick stuff under there and stuff. So yeah, definitely giving that a clean. So I like to scrub my floors with just dish soap, which can make them really slippery. So if you do that, just be super careful. And sometimes I'll also spray them with disinfectant, but today I just did a scrub with soap, which apparently works just as well, or if not better, than disinfectant, so I've read. So I'm going to give my little baby's crib a clean out, and do not worry, it's pretty messy, but she actually doesn't sleep in this at all. I just have not had the heart to take it down, and it's kind of a handy little place to put stuff as well. So yeah, I know a lot of people just can't wait to kind of fold up their baby stuff or get rid of their baby's toys, but I have a really hard time doing it. Some days I definitely want more kids, but other days it's super hard keeping up with the 3 that I've got. I think for a lot of us mums and women, that urge to have more kids kind of almost never goes away, but I don't know. I know some people really have never have that urge to have kids. And I totally respect that. It's definitely not me. I'm the opposite. But, you know, I can't understand people that give people a hard time who don't want to have children. Like, you know, we all want different things out of life. Okay, so right now I'm doing a quick little declutter of the office, and this is just going to give you guys a glimpse into the future because we will be doing this whole room in the next few weeks, which I'm super excited about because it really, really needs to be done, as you can see. But I just needed to make a little bit of space on the floor to get in because, yeah, it's basically I work from home. This is like an office, a spare room, but all the clutter, typical spare room, all the clutter kind of ends up in this room. It's like the staging area when we're moving stuff around. So definitely hit subscribe if you do not want to miss that episode because it's going to be such a massive transformation and I'm so excited. I know some of you guys are still waiting for me to finish the little like laundry area in the pantry. I actually went out and bought all the little supplies I need to do that. I just have not gotten around to it yet. And I think I promised you guys last week that I would do that in this week's video, but I haven't. I'm so sorry. Hopefully next week's video. So right now I'm just taking all the clutter out into my shed. I find moving clutter around just super exhausting and time consuming, but then also really satisfying. And that bowl there, if you guys can see that. So I put that in a paper bag and I forgot to actually put it in my shed. I left it outside. The paper bag got wet and the bowl just went right through it and it broke. So, you know, it was a bowl from a secondhand store. So it wasn't a big deal, but yeah. So here we go. Here are your before and afters. As I said, it was super hard to get these, but I managed to. So what did you guys think of this 8-step cleaning routine? I thought it was okay. It was really hard doing it with little kids around. I think that was the hardest part. If I didn't have the little kids around, I think it would be a lot easier. It definitely helped me get some things decluttered and cleaned that I wouldn't usually, which is always a good thing. So let me know. Are you going to give this one a go? Thanks so much for watching. Life is short. Life is now.